That's exactly why they can do 70 plus miles an hour through here. Passing through now is cross country service to Bournemouth. Hey, it's a double Voyager. 220.027 connected to 220.009. Hello everyone, MH Trains here and welcome to episode 10 of MH Trains Railway Journeys. Today we're going up north towards Manchester. We're visiting Macclesfield, Manchester Piccadilly, Manchester Oxford Road, Deansgate, Salford Crescent, Bolton, Stockport, Gillingham, Handforth, Wilmslow and first off we're awaiting our first train, the 0803 Northern Service, which will take me to Macclesfield. Arriving in now is my train to Macclesfield, the 0803 Northern Service to Manchester Piccadilly. I don't know if this is running to Manchester Oxford Road or... yeah, it's Manchester Piccadilly. Yeah. 323236.
Let me know when you're on your own.
Kidsgrove. Manchester Piccadilly. The next station stop is Congleton.
Right, well I just thought I'd come here for a moment, just because you don't really know me that well, as I am new to YouTube, so I'll do a little bit of a get to know me session while we're on board this train. My name is Morton Hopwood, I'm 14 years old, I am from Stoke-on-Trent in the United Kingdom. My favourite train is the Class 390 Pendolino operated by Avanti West Coast. My least favourite train is the Class 230D train operated by Transport for Wales. I God hate those things. Anyway, as I said, today we're visiting Macclesfield, Manchester Piccadilly, Manchester Oxford Road, Salford Crescent, Deansgate, Salford Crescent, Bolton, Stockport, Gillingham, Handforth, Wilmslow and Crewe. We've arrived at Macclesfield. No, won't press it just yet. Well, this should hopefully get you a bit more familiar to my channel and I'll let you know a bit more about myself.
This is Macclesfield.
Right, we're at Macclesfield. It's 3 platforms, it's an Avanti West Coast station. You also have Northern and Cross Country. Anyway, we're now awaiting the 0840 Avanti West Coast service, which will take me to Manchester Piccadilly. See, now is the 0817 Northern Service to Manchester Piccadilly. This is holding at Prestbury, Adlington, Poynton, Bramwell, Gillingham, Stockport and Manchester Piccadilly. Oh! And the return service is here as well. It's 323239 on the 0818 Northern Service to Stoke-on-Trent, and it's 323239. And it's actually 0843. Arriving in now is the 0837 Avanti West Coast service to London Euston.
11 coaches.
390-123. I don't know if this one has a name or not. No, doesn't look like it. No, doesn't have a name, this one. £391.23 to London Euston. Starting now is £391.23 on the 0837 Avanti West Coast service to London Euston.
Manchester Piccadilly, Stockport and Manchester Piccadilly. This train is of 11 coaches.
And that had just announced that was my train that it had just announced. Say, I'm gonna try out the shop on one of these refurbished units, so I want to be in carriage C for the shop. Oh, it's off now. Well, obviously, from the little bit of a get to know me session on that 323, obviously these are my favourite trains that class 390 Pendolino. And my least favourite train is the Class 230D trains operated by Transport for Wales. Anyway, my train will be here shortly. And as I said, I'm in on the 0843 Avanti West Coast service to Manchester Piccadilly. Well, I don't need to say where we're going, but we're with it right till the end to Manchester Piccadilly. Well, I'll keep the film going because it will be here in a moment. Well, 0841 it should be arriving. And then the departure time is 0843. It's this, but each train spends about 2 minutes here before they depart. It's about 2 minutes here. Spends about 2 minutes. Here it is now.
0843 Avanti West Coast service to Manchester Piccadilly.
It's on time as well. Not like my last one not like the last one where I was in it. Not like the last one where I was in the cross country service to Manchester Piccadilly. But the train got too busy, so I hopped off at Stockport and hopped onto this service here. Hopped onto what would have been the 11:50 service from Stockport. 391.26. There's hardly anyone on here. Oh, carriage C. This one here.
No.
This is carriage C, the one that I want. Step. And open. Right. I'm now on board 390.126. Just chowing down on some jelly snakes here. Anyway, hit and post how you're all doing today in the comments if you want. Swearing in the comments is allowed, but there is a restriction. Only 3 swears per sentence, okay? Right, well. Anyway, if you wanna do a collaboration, that's fine with me. I'm just going through things that I'm gonna put in place for rules on my channel. Hey, we're in a tunnel. Sorry, I just love tunnels. Anyway, if you wanna do it collab, just post in the comments if you want to do it collab for a railway journey. But collaborations will start. Collaborations will start on the 5th of May, which is the May bank holiday, which will be another railway journey. The line between Crewe and Preston is shut off for repairs, so all of Anti-West Coast services are being diverted via Manchester Piccadilly. So we'll go and see them there. And also, if rude comments are implemented in the description of all videos, then your comment will be removed and you will be blocked from the channel. Anyway, that's all to do with guidelines now. We're on here for about 20 minutes through to Manchester Piccadilly. Say, I love those new cameras and those seat occupancy software systems that they have. Right, time for this sneaky to die, because its head is the only thing that's left. There's Bolton. If you remember back to the very first episode of MH Trains Railway Journeys, I was there for the second station of the day. And I still haven't actually finished doing that journey because I had to skip all of the stations on the way back between Liverpool Line Street and Crewe because it was getting late.
Yeah, slowly back into it. You go to what, today? Yeah. Where you been though? It's started to have a bit more earlier and then the
And also, question, what's your favourite flavour of jelly snakes? Anyway, I've been recording for 3 minutes. Now, so I will see you at Manchester. Alright, we're passing through a location that I will be at later, which is Cheadle.
Yeah, it just shows you, doesn't it, when there's no cross country? Yeah.
And there is an odd thing here, we actually get 3 of Anti-West Coast rides throughout the entire journey. One between obviously this one between Macclesfield and Manchester Piccadilly, between Manchester Piccadilly and Stockport, and between Wilmslow and Crewe. There's a 390 passing in the other direction. I'm surprised that bird has not been electrocuted. As if you ride back a bit, you'll see a bird that was sat on that section of wire that hangs there. another one, and another one. And if you can see, there is no Finley Rossi today, because he's not. Because he is unavailable, and he's also epileptic, and they won't, and his parents won't let him come out without somebody with him. Normally, I'd have family members with me as well, but since I am approaching 15, I turned 15 on the 24th of September. Still chowing down on these, but we will pass through Cheadle. We will be passing through Cheadle Hume very shortly. I can feel us curving around. Here's Cheadle Hume.
It's so true that, you know, it is, because when
Anyway, I'm gonna film the rest of the way into Stockport anyway. I can't believe we're now 10 episodes into the series. And I hope you joined Stepford County Railway last Friday. Well, I do have a few more videos coming out after this. I have National Railway Museum and I have Trains at Stoke-on-Trent that are due to come out soon as well. There's the line from Reddish South and Denton down there. There we go, more lines are dividing out now.
Oh, it was. Well, I'll never forget that. Great, they were great. He was transport secretary. He was transport, and he said Virgin should have a passport taken off.
and there's some Stockport counties round over there. And I still have Maltesers left to get down on before we reach Manchester. There's the Edgeley Junction signal box. And I'm quite familiar with this section, which means we are approaching Stockport. There's a Trans-Pennine Express service in there. I like it how they took away services down there. There, I think it's a double set of 185. Yeah, it's 185s, but is it a double set? Yeah, it's a double set of 185s. This is 185 102 and 185 144. Right, anyway, I've been recording for nearly 10 minutes now. So now I will see you at Manchester Piccadilly. Right, we are arriving at Manchester Piccadilly. I'll put my Maltesers in there. We're now waiting for the 098. We're now changing for the 0918 Trans-Pennine Express service, which will take me to Manchester Oxford Road. Hey, we're pulling in on platform 5. This is a rarity. We're getting off on platform 5. This is strange. I'm in on platform 5 on the 390. For a moment I thought we caught up with the 185s that we saw at Stockport, but they're not. They are the 185s that we saw. They're not the 185s that we saw at Stockport. This, and I head back out forming the 0935 Avanti West Coast service to London Euston. And that's the unit that I saw in Kidsgrove earlier, but that was before I'd even started filming today. Anyway, this is going to form the 0935 Avanti West Coast service to London Euston. Manchester Piccadilly. It's 14 platforms. It's a network rail run station. TOCs that haul here are Avanti West Coast, Cross Country, Northern.
Ashbridge, Bolton, Brighton, British North, Bridlington, Redbridge, Bolton.
Trans-Pennine Express, East Midlands Railway, and Transport for Wales. We're now changing for the 0918 Trans-Pennine Express service, which will take me to Manchester Oxford Road. And my mistake, it's not 098. It's not 0918. It's not 0918, it's 0921. And I've checked real-time trains, and it is going to be my first class 397 as well. Which means I've finally been on all 3 trains that operate for Trans-Pennine Express. The class 185 was first, then it was the class 802, and now it's the class 397. And when we get to Deansgate Station later, you'll actually see fly pigeon fly. Sorry, I love playing with pigeons. And I actually don't know. I have no freaking clue what service this is.
Platform 13 for the 0918 Northern service to Manchester Airport.
There we go.
And Manchester Airport.
0918 Northern service to Manchester Airport. 331019 is at the front. And at the rear is 331027. Wait, I need to... And then I need to try and find the 5-car stop marker. Yeah, I need to try and find... Oh, that says 4 to 11 coaches on that one. There's 4 to it. So turns out I was already by the 4 or 5-car stop marker. Surprisingly, I'm quite surprisingly surprised by the fact that this says 4 to 11 coaches. So, if it was a 3, we must have a freight train, and there's a 390 departing up there. Over there is the 0915 Avanti West Coast service to London Euston. That would be 39123. No, not 39123. I saw a unit earlier at Kidsgrove before I started filming, and I think that'll be it coming back down south. And there's a set of 150s there. But here is a DB66 on a freight train. I think this is heading to Edge Hill Depot. Or somewhere else. 66032. This is one long freight train. Yeah, this is one long freight train. How many flatbeds are there on this thing? There's too many flatbeds. Here's the end of it now. That's 66032, going somewhere that I do not know because I do not do freight services. Anyway, our train will be here in a moment to take us to Manchester Oxford Road. And now is my train to Manchester Oxford Road.
Lancaster, Oxenholme Lake District.
And there's another 390 pulling in up there.
Train only approaching at 4:40. Is your 921? Transfer Express. Take Glasgow Central. Please go passengers remaining on the red line. Let the train come to a complete stop. And allow all passengers to the line safely. Formation for this service. Coach A in the front, followed by Coach B. Coach C in the middle. Coach D by the stairs, which is your reserve coach. And Coach E in first class at the rear. Again, Coach A in the front, followed by Coach B. Coach C in the middle. D by the stairs. And Coach E at the rear.
397007.
Please do all take a step out from the doors. And allow all passengers to the line. Thank you.
What do you mean, wait for... Oh, yeah. Here's one.
This is Manchester Piccadilly.
Right, we've just departed Manchester Piccadilly. And Oz, look at the amount of space on these trains.
We'll shortly be arriving at Manchester Oxford Road. If you're leaving the train, take a moment to check you have everything with you. Don't forget any bags or cases in the luggage racks or under seats, and retain your tickets as they may be required if exiting this station. Please mind the step down from the train onto the platform.
I'm just going to stay in the middle of here facing the cab door until we...
Welcome to this TransPennine Express service to Glasgow Central. This service will be calling at Manchester Oxford Road, Preston, Lancaster, Oxenholme, Penrith, Carlisle, Lockerbie, Motherwell and Glasgow Central.
For your safety and security, this train is fitted with CCTV. Please keep your belongings with you or in sight at all times. If you notice anything suspicious, please speak to a member of staff or text the British Transport Police.
And there's another 397.
1016. If you see it, say it, and we'll sort it.
Here's Manchester Oxford Road. I'm again on platform 2. Sorry, just sorting my sleeve out. Oh, these buttons have sensors, so if I just put my finger on it, it would open. But I prefer to press it like I would with a normal button.
He's excited. Press it. Yeah, I did press it as well.
We're at Manchester Oxford Road. It's 5 platforms, it's a northern station. You also have TransPennine Express, East Midlands Railway and Transport for Wales. And I was bloody surprised by this. Avanti West Coast trains. I would really like to see some photographical evidence of that. Say, the platforms are long enough to fit the 6 carriages on the northern services, but I mean, a Voyager, maybe. But a Pendolino, bloody hell! I really want to see proof of this. Anyway, apparently Avanti West Coast service is all here as well. I'm in a hurry because I haven't got long here. If I run over, I can board 769456 to get me to Deansgate. To get me to... Oh, wait, no. Nice. Right, well that's 397007 to Glasgow Central. Right, we're now on board 769456. And this will take me literally 2 seconds up the line to Dean's Gate. Anyway, this is 769456. Right, the doors are closing to depart now. And there's no point sitting down on this. This is forming a northern service to Southport. There's only at Dean's Gate, Suffolk Crescent, Bolton, West Taunton, Hindley, Wigan Walkgate.
Welcome aboard this Northern Service 2, Southport.
Yeah.
The next station stop is Kingsgate.
Well, literally, we're only 2 seconds up the line. So there's no point in sitting down if I'm just going 2 seconds up the line. So these trains are really shaky. Anyway, we will be arriving at Dean's Gate shortly. Anyway, this the additional stops at Cathurst, Outland Bridge, Parbold, Persia Bridge.
The next station stop is Kingsgate.
Yeah, I'll check the others when it get off.
Train and the platform.
Yeah, I'll check the other stops when it get off. Yeah, Persia Bridge, Mills, Hop, and Southport. We're at Dean's Gate. It's a northern only station and it's got 2 platforms. Oh, there's a tram and another freight train. Oh, there's some trams over there. And here is 66019. The track is moving up and down. There's another tram. Oh, how many trams are we having? More trams. More trams. I may just have time to quickly cross over to the Castlefield tram stop. That's going to the Trafford Centre, that tram is. Anyway, departing in a moment will be the 0933 Northern Service to Southport. It's 769456. Which are basically tri-mode, which are literally, they are tri-mode variants of a Class 319. another tram. That's owing to Etihad, which is Manchester City Stadium. Just that way. And you have Manchester United's ground a bit further down that way. And another tram. Oh, how many trams are there here? Right, it's 9:34, they're 1 minute late on departure. Another tram. And a double set of 156s. Owing to Manchester Oxford Road, that is. 156423 is at the front. It's owing to Manchester Oxford Road. One 156-427 and 156-452. 6452. Sorry, not 452, 425. I got the 2 and the 5 the wrong way around. Anyway, departing now is the 0934 Northern Service to Southport. I'll move further up. It sounds exactly the same as a regular 319. Thanks for the honk, thanks for the honk. And a double set of trams. Seven 456 to Southport. And there are more trams. 3041 and 3034. And my train to Salford Crescent is literally right there at Manchester Oxford Road. Train to Salford Crescent. And that service is the 0939 Northern Service to Blackpool North, which I'm gonna hop on to Salford Crescent. To Salford Crescent. Oh, I'm passing through now is an East Midlands Railway service from Liverpool Lime Street to Norwich. One 158854 is at the front. And at the rear is 158799. And pulling up down there is also the 0939 Northern Service to Manchester Airport. Anyway, this is the one that I'm on, the 0939 Northern Service to Blackpool North. Is it six carriages or just 3? Well, anyway, I'll see what it is. 331020 is at the front. Oh, and on that service at the front is Anyway, it's that on that one. It's 331105. And I'll see what's at the rear of this service when it gets off at Salford Crescent. Right, we're now arriving at Salford Crescent. Well, I know Salford Crescent's an island platform, but I don't know which way is which at this station. Yeah, I thought it was this side. And that one there is either a 319 or a 769. 769-424. Well, this station's going to be busy since we have the University of Salford right next door. And I'll see what is at the rear when this service departs. So, we're making good progress on the journey so far. We have We have 5 stations highlighted so far. Hey, we have some of the old northern signs down there. Well, it'll be departing in a moment anyway. Right, it's owing now. 331020 is at the front. Three 31029. Right, I need the next train to Bolton now. Yeah, next train to Bolton I need now. And 769-424 is departing on the northern service to Stalybridge. Say, well, I've already been on a TPE 802 for over 2 hours on a journey from York to Liverpool Lime Street. Why is that chair there? And you have benches there as well. They are always come in handy Sunday if Northern refit them. I think that says Clitheroe, that one. But does the Clitheroe service call at... Oh. Passing now is the Northern service to Manchester Airport. (195-123). Yeah, Clitheroe via Bolton. So we're waiting for the 0951 Northern service to Clitheroe. And this will take me to Bolton. Having you now is my train to Salford Crescent. No, not to Salford Crescent, I'm at Salford Crescent. To Bolton, this will take me to Bolton, the 0951 Northern service to Clitheroe. 150, 134 is at the front. Oh! I've wanted to ride on one of these. A Northern 156. I finally had to ride on a Northern 156. We've got East Midlands Railway seats in this one. I'm surprised. As I say, well, I've always wanted to ride on a Northern 156.
Does it look like someone give you electric shock?
Anyway, next stop will be Bolton in about 10 minutes. Phone nearly fell over then. Now it has. There. That's the correct position again now. Sorry about the phone falling over then. Basically now I'm just filming the whole journey. There's Clifton railway station there. And if you're a fan of She Loves Trains, she has been there in her 20th day of exploring the Northwest by train. Oh, as well, we are in the Northwest. Obviously, I'm not from the Northwest, I'm from the Midlands, obviously. Hence why my local operator is Old East Midlands Railway.
It's a good chance of
153 was there just then. Right, I'm not going to film the whole journey, it's going to take nearly 10 minutes. Right, we're arriving at Bolton now. I'll get right to the back so I can see what the unit is on the 156 the moment to get off. That made me jump. Anyway, this train's gonna pull into Bolton now. Right, 156406 was at the rear of that.
Calling at Choice, Preston and Lancaster. The next train to arrive at platform 4 is the 10:00.
Anyway, we're now waiting for the 10:21 Northern service.
Please be aware that this station has no tactile paving on the platform edge. Please stand back on the platform edge.
Which will take me back to Manchester Piccadilly. As we have now reached the furthest point of today's journey. Anyway, as I said, we're now waiting for the 10:21 Northern service, which will take me back to Manchester Piccadilly. Arriving now is a Northern service to Lancaster. This would normally go to Windermere, but today it is not. Today it's going to Lancaster. 195128. It's 195128 to Lancaster. Departing now is a Northern service to Lancaster. It's 195128. And there's a truck going overhead. There's a truck. How exciting is that? Well, I can't remember if I told you or not, but Bolton is 5 platforms. It's a Northern station, and TransPennine Express all sit all here. Right, something has stopped around here. It's a Northern service to Rochdale. (150-225) is at the front.
Due to short platforms, customers for lane should travel in the front or carriages. Customers for platform should travel in the front by carriages train.
Departing now is a Northern service to Rochdale. (150-225) is at the front. And at the rear is 150 is at the rear. Welcome to Bolton. Thank you very much. Shame I will be leaving shortly. And arriving in now is the 10:22 Northern service to Blackpool North. Oh, and mine's arriving in at the same time. My first 4-hour 331 as well. Anyway. Right, we're now approaching back to Manchester Piccadilly. Oh, I forgot it's this side from Manchester Piccadilly.
Yeah, next one will be the last one. I'm getting off the airport, so I'll let you know. Should be the last one, I think. You know, I know.
Sorry, I'm having a lot of recording issues today, which is normal with this phone.
This is Manchester Piccadilly.
Anyway, we're next waiting for the 11:15 Avanti West Coast service, which will take me to Stockport. It's 331102. And we're getting on City of Lichfield, 390011. Right, so as I said, we're getting on 390011, which is this unit here. This is the 11:15 departure to London Euston. Step and open. Anyway, this will take me to Stockport. Well, I got on and realised we don't need to board just yet. We still have 20 minutes. And there's a Transport for Wales Class 197 doing a service to Manchester Airport from Chester. There's 323233. That'll form the 11:38 Northern service to Alderley Edge. And I will also board that at Stockport to take me to Cheadle-Hulme. Or I wonder if there might be an earlier service running to Cheadle-Hulme. And departing now is the 11:55 Avanti West Coast service to London Euston via Crewe. Service to London Euston via Crewe. Yeah, departing now is the 11:55 Avanti West Coast service to London Euston via Crewe. That's 390-125. $390-125 to London Euston. Anyway, that will be my train to Stockport in around 20 minutes. 10 minutes before departure now, and I am hopping on. I say, I need the toilet really badly, and the platforms and the toilets in both the concourse and at the top of and in the concourse by platforms 13 and 14 aren't used. We have just departed from Manchester Piccadilly on our way to Stockport.
Milton Keynes Central.
Walking through Standard Premium. I like this like transparent window that they put in to seal off first class from those outside.
In coach H for £30. The remaining carriages are standard class, coach C the off-board shop, coach O the busy roller train is the class.
We're at Stockport. It's 7 platforms if you include platform 0. It's an Avanti West Coast station, and you have all the same TOCs that I listed off at Manchester Piccadilly, which I'm not going to say. It's the 11:33 cross country service to Manchester Piccadilly, and behind it is the 11:37 Avanti West Coast service to Manchester Piccadilly. And over here is the 11:36 Northern service to Hazel Grove. No, sorry, 11:33 Northern service to Hazel Grove. It's 150-136. Now is the 11:33 cross country service to Bournemouth. It's 220-011. And here is 39122 on the 11:37 Avanti West Coast service to Manchester Piccadilly. Hey, it's reverse formation. So first class is at the front, standards at the rear. Anyway, we're waiting for the 11:52 Northern service to Alderley Edge. Oh, 39122 is departing now. This is the 11:37 Avanti West Coast service to London Euston, off on the St Manchester Piccadilly. Three 9122 to Manchester Piccadilly. Just arrived in. I don't know what service it is. It's the. Oh, I remember now. It's the 11:39 Transport for Wales service to Carmarthen. Yeah, there it is. To Carmarthen. And then the 11:41 Northern service to Manchester Piccadilly has just pulled in behind it. Well, I know it's a 197. But I'll walk up to the front to see what it is. That unit is, again, it's 323236, heading to Manchester Piccadilly. 197118 is on this service. One nine seven 118 to Carmarthen. The 11:44 Avanti West Coast service to London Euston. This hauling at Stoke-on-Trent, Nuneaton, and London Euston. Expected arrival to London Euston is around 20 to 2 this afternoon. And it's 39137. Starting now is the 11:44 Avanti West Coast service to London Euston. Here we go. 39137. And arriving in there is a northern service to Manchester Piccadilly from Alderley Edge. Three 137 to London Euston. Now is my train to Cheadle-Hulme. It's 323231 is on this service. Bloody rate. I stood in the wrong place again. Rate. Second 323 of the day. Right, we're arriving at Cheadle-Hulme. So, well, it hadn't recorded me getting off at Stockport because I was having more recording issues. Oh, there must be a service coming from Stoke-on-Trent way, and we must be waiting for that to pass. Yeah, there must be something coming from Stoke-on-Trent, which we must be waiting for that to pass. Hey, it's 39115. Anyway, that's 39115 working in an Avanti West Coast service from London Euston to Manchester Piccadilly. That track's splitting off, which means we are just pulling into Cheadle-Hulme now. Here we go. We're pulling into platform 1 here at Cheadle-Hulme.
Hey, single queue.
Cheadle It's a northern station and it has 4 platforms. Oh! It's one of Transport for Wales Mark 4 sets. And there is a northern service to Stoke-on-Trent. And departing now is the 12:02 northern service to Alderley Edge. And looks like the northern service to Stoke-on-Trent is now ready to depart. No, its light is still on. See, when I looked at it, that light was off. Oh, it's departing now. That is a northern service to Stoke-on-Trent. That's 323233. And it sounds like the next train at platform 3 does not stop here. I love that morning station. Just get them morning sticks with them. Anyway. Let's see what there is in store for us here at Cheadle. 390.016. That's 390.016 going to Manchester Piccadilly. Passing through there was a cross-country service to Bristol Temple Meads from Manchester Piccadilly. And I can see down there is the 12:21 northern service to Manchester Piccadilly from Alderley Edge. Here. I was planning to leave on the 12:24 northern service to take me to Handforth, but I'm not going to get that one. I'm gonna wait the 12:56 off here, which is another northern service to Alderley Edge. But it means we'll get more stuff to watch while we're here. 23225 and something fast is due to come through on platform 3. We've already had one Avanti West Coast service, so I assume this one will be another cross country service. Just coming from, just owing to Manchester, not coming from Manchester. Yeah, it's another cross-country service. Fucking hell! You legend! Now is the 12:21 Northern service to Manchester Piccadilly. And arriving in now is the service I was originally in it yet from here, the 12:24 Northern service to Crewe. As I said, I'm going to wait this one out and get the 12:56 Northern service to Alderley Edge instead. See, there's a bunch of these cool signs at Handforth that I want to see. "323-235" is on this service. Parting now is the 12:24 Northern service to Manchester to Crewe. The Avanti West Coast Pendolino service. Right, we've arrived at Wilmslow. I couldn't film at Handforth as I ran out of power. Hurry up, mate. Some of us are actually trying to get home here.
BP, Wilmslow.
About time you opened your doors. Alright, little update for you. I'm heading back up north to Manchester Piccadilly on board one of Transport for Wales new has 67s with Mark 4 coaches and a DVT. So, well, I've been wanting to ride on one of these for a while. So, looks like today's finally the day I'm gonna be. Looks like today was finally the day that I've ridden on one. So, next I'm gonna get a service. Next I'm gonna hop on the Avanti West Coast service to London Euston via Crewe once I arrive in. Oh, and get this to Stockport, and it's being held in Stockport, so I can just get on it there. Looks like I'm on another set of Mark 4s.
Platform number 1, platform alteration, platform number 1.
82201.
49, Transport for Wales Service to Cardiff Central, platform 1, go Cardiff Central, platform 1. Cardiff Central, following at Wilmslow, Crewe, Shrewsbury, Church Street, Getting Out, Ludlow, left stereo, whenever you're ready, come round and reporting Cardiff Central, platform number 1 for Cardiff Central.
Fancying another set of one of these today. Right, okay, on another set of Mark IVs. We're now arriving at Crewe. You'll see the old Class 370 on that side. Oh, sorry, my mistake, we're already past the 370. Right, we're homing in on platform 6, which means I'm going to have to leg it as I am on a 2-minute connection. Thank you. I'm going to try my hardest to get onto the 1510 East Midlands Railway service to get me to Kidsgrove.
You've been very patient. It's okay.
Right.
I know.
Right, come on. Right, yo! Oh, sorry. Hey, it's either 39155 or 39156 down there. $39156 this is. No, I've just missed it. Anyway, I did my best. Yeah, that's 39156, Pride and Prosperity.
Every effort is being made to restore services to normal as quickly as possible.
Say, wasn't it?
For further announcements, we apologise for the disruption to your journey today.
I was coming back here from York a few days ago.
We are sorry that the 1426 Avanti West
Of which
Coast
them two
service
videos are now
to
cancelled.
Bolton Street is delayed by approximately 49 minutes. This is due to a fault with the signalling system. We apologise for this late running and the inconvenience.
Oh,
it may cause.
this is departing.
We are sorry that the 1523 Avanti West
Departing
Coast
now is 39156, Pride and Prosperity.
is delayed by approximately
On the
25
on the delayed 1504
late running.
Avanti West Coast service to London Euston. Say, this livery, because it doesn't have the name on that carriage on other it doesn't have the name on the coach on other units. Right, 39156 has departed.
Is delayed by approximately 25 minutes.
You can just see it down there.
We For your own safety, you are reminded to stand behind the yellow line.
Departing now is the 1514 Transport for Wales service to Cardiff Central. (82,201) is at the front, followed by 4 Mark 4 coaches.
We are sorry that the 1509
Shut up.
West Coast service to Edinburgh is delayed by approximately.
And at the rear is 67025. Well, that's now continuing its way to Cardiff Central. There is 331108 forming a northern service to Manchester Piccadilly. And there is 351. There's a 350. I don't know what 350 that is, but I know 35376 is at the rear.
Platform 8 for the 1519 Transport for Wales service to Shrewsbury.
There it is, pulling around the corner.
Renbury, Whitchurch,
35376 is at the rear.
Bolton and Shrewsbury.
Oh, passing through now is an Avanti West Coast service to London Euston. 39138, City of London. That's City of London, 39138. Anyway, 35376 is on the rear of that unit.
This is a platform alteration. The 1310 Avanti West Coast service to Manchester Piccadilly.
And on the front is 35231.
6. Platform 6 for the 1310 Avanti.
Arriving in now is the 1310 Avanti West Coast service to London Euston to Manchester Piccadilly.
Hounslow, Stockport and Manchester Piccadilly. This train is formed of 11 coaches.
Well, at least they fixed everything now.
Platform 11 for the 1426 Avanti West Coast service to Liverpool Lime Street.
So it's either one of the two. It's either the 1310 to London Euston,
This train is formed
to the 1310 to Manchester Piccadilly, or the third. No, this one here is the 1310.
Platform 6 will be the 1310 Avanti West Coast service to Manchester Piccadilly.
Right, that's working the 1310 Avanti West Coast service to.
And Manchester Piccadilly. This train is formed
And I just got Anne to fill in for me then. Well, that's Chad Verara, 39157.
Platform 10 for the 1521 Transport for Wales.
And arriving in literally behind it
Chester only. This train is formed
is the 1426 Avanti West Coast service to Liverpool Lime Street.
of 1523 Avanti West Coast service to London Euston is delayed by approximately 29 minutes. We apologise for this
That unit
inconvenience may cause you. For customers travelling to London Euston,
that's 39154,
West Coast service is now
and 39154 doesn't have a name.
55 to London Euston, departing from platform 11.
Huh. An Avanti West Coast service to London Euston's departing from platform 11. Not something you see every day. Anyway, you have 39157
1432 Avanti
and
West
39154.
Coast to London Euston is delayed. Please listen for further announcements. We apologise for the disruption to your journey today. We are sorry that the 1532 Avanti West Coast service to London Euston is delayed. Please listen for further announcements. We apologise for the disruption to your journey today. For customers travelling to London Euston,
Your next direct Avanti West Coast service is now expected to be the 14:55 to London Euston, departing from platform 11. We are sorry that the 15:23 Avanti West Coast service to London Euston is delayed. Please listen for further announcements.
You already told us that.
For the disruption to your
That was 39157 Chad Rara on the severely delayed 1310 Avanti West Coast service.
The 15:23 Avanti West Coast service to London
To
Euston
Manchester, Italy.
delayed by approximately 33 minutes. We apologise for this late running.
Departing now is the 1513
Customers travelling to
London North Western Railway service to London
Your
Euston.
next direct Avanti West Coast service is now
And here, and my train back home has just arrived.
train is full of 4 coaches.
This and I sit here for 10 minutes before departing.
15:30 Transport for Wales service to
But I'm gonna hop on ahead of time because obviously I was late getting in. And 39155. No, 39115.
Welcome aboard this London North Western Railway service.
Because of the signal failure, was terminated early at Stockport.
We will be calling at Alsatia.
Anyway,
Kidsgrove,
I'll now just see you back at Stoke-on-Trent.
Stone.
No, not Stoke-on-Trent, Kidsgrove. Arriving at our final state, we're arriving at the end of our journey, Kidsgrove. Obviously, you can just see the Macclesfield Canal running parallel to the railway line there.
Now arriving into Kidsgrove, your next station stop.
Right, anyway, we're back at Kidsgrove now. Departing now is the 1547 London North Western Railway service to Stafford. Not going to film anymore now. I have been MH Trains. I will see you next time.